If you clicked on this video, you're probably searching for the answer of a very common question I get asked all the time. That is, how do I start an Airsoft team? The answer is simple, but before I give it to you, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself to make my answer credible. My name is Luke Bishop, otherwise known as Speedsoft Luke. I've been on 2 Airsoft teams in the last 5 years, and those Airsoft teams have been really successful. The reason they are successful is that A, I started them on a basis of friendship, and B, we are really passionate about the game, so we train hard, we train well. Currently, Obey Airsoft is ranked 6th in the nation for NSL. Obey Airsoft, formerly known as CIA Airsoft, won the 2022 Tampa Regional SpeedQB Championship during their first season, me being the captain of that team. I could go on and on about my accomplishments, but now that you know that I am a credible source, I can go ahead and give you my answer. And that answer being, it is easy. All you have to do is gather 4 friends, including yourself, which would be 5 people. After you gather your 4 friends, make sure you're playing at a decent field. If you're in Tampa, choose competitive indoor airsoft. We are the best indoor field in the area for competitive airsoft and CQB. Now that you have your 5-man squad, you need to look for tournaments and scrimmage events to play in to gain the experience you need to be successful. You can gain a lot of airsoft experience and competitive experience by just playing CQB, by playing pubs, training the foundations of the game. I'm not going to get into that, but it's something you can do to gain the experience before playing in your first tournament. Once you do this, you and your friends can find one of those local tournaments I mentioned and register for them. After registering, just continue to play and practice before that event to make sure you're as prepared as you can get. On the day of the event, the nerves will hit. Just get through them. It's normal. But what you need to do at that event is to learn as much as you can from those seasoned veterans. They will be there, they will be playing. Watch the games that they play, take notes, implement their strategies and their play styles into your game. Take bits and pieces to mold yourself. Play that event and learn as much as you can. The best way to get experience information is to ask the experienced players. So after the matches, after the tournament, I'm not sure if they'll give up information mid-tournament, but after the tournament's over, no matter how well you did, ask them for help. Ask them for information. They, 9 times out of 10, will give it to you. If pride is an issue for you, out the gate, set it aside and learn from those people who are better. Now, in order to make progress after the event is done, watch footage from it. If it was filmed on YouTube, streamed, if you filmed GoPro footage, if somebody had a camera on the sidelines, ask for that footage. Because you can't see everything that's happening on the field when it's happening. So it's better to look from that third-person point of view to learn from any mistakes you might have made, learn any good moves other players made. Because once you see the stuff from the third-person point of view, it's going to change your whole perspective. There's so much you can learn from watching footage. It's unbelievable. Start to implement those things that you're learning from watching footage and the information that you gain from asking the experienced players into your own game, and watch how quickly you grow. That's how I trained the Obey squad. They didn't know how to play competitive. We hosted tryouts, picked everybody up. I trained them using my competitive experience from Ned, and they won their very first regional championship against seasoned veterans because they took in the information and they implemented it into their game and they beat everybody else. One piece of advice is to not quit after a loss. One loss doesn't make a whole tournament, depending on what tournament it is. If it's a single elimination tournament, it does. Oh well. I would stick around and watch the better people play. Learn from them. It's all about learning in this game. And if you don't have enough patience to learn, or you are too prideful to learn, then it isn't for you. But I hope this video was helpful, and I hope the information that I've given you is helpful. Because in the end, I want to see the sport grow. In a competitive indoor airsoft, this competitive scene is new, and I want to see it grow. So if you're in the area and you want to start playing competitive, swing by the field, and I'll most likely be there, and we can learn some things together. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.